instrument we are determining the wavelength of given source using diffraction grating, and you can see the given source is mercury source. It is a white light source, and we know after diffraction white light splits into its constituent colors. So instead of finding out the wavelength of given source of radiation, we will find out the wavelengths of the colors which are constituents of white light, and those we will be finding out by measuring the angles of diffraction, and that we will be doing by using the device which is called as spectrometer. You can come close and show. So this spectrometer is the device in which basically there are three main parts. Spectrometer is consisting of this first portion. It's a collimator portion which collimates the light rays from source, makes them parallel so that we get a plane wavefront of light. Okay. Then this second important portion is prism table, this circular one, and you can see this prism table can be rotated about the vertical axis passing through its center, so that we can adjust the angle of incidence of light onto the optical device which will be placed on prism table. That device can be prism, that device can be diffraction grating. And the third important portion is telescope. This is the sort of screen which we can rotate in field of view, and we can see the spectrum of light. This telescope is naturally able to rotate about the same vertical axis, passing through the center of this prism table, and the rotation of this telescope, it can be read through the two vernier windows, because naturally when it is able to rotate circularly, it is associated or it is attached with a circular scale, and that circular scale can be seen through the vernier windows. You can see, we'll try to show you. So this is the hold it there. Now you can see I am trying to show you that when I rotate the circular scale, when I rotate actually the telescope, you can see on the lower portion the circular scale attached to telescope is rotating, whereas on the upper side you have fixed scale. This circular scale attached to telescope, it is our main scale in this experiment, and the fixed scale on the upper side, that is our vernier scale. So using these two scales we have to find out the angle of diffraction of different colors, and we have to calculate the wavelength of those colors, and naturally that we will do. That means diffraction of light we will cause by using the optical device which is called diffraction grating, and this diffraction grating is the device which causes diffraction of visible light, and mainly it is having length or width that is 1 inch, and onto this 1 inch length we have 15,000 lines drawn by using fine diamond point. Theoretically all engineering students, they learn about diffraction grating. So this grating we will mount on the prism table. We will ensure the normal incidence of light onto grating surface by rotating the prism table, and in this field of view we will see this spectrum. Now on paper I will explain how all these things are happening, and then I will show it to you in the what you can say field of view, that is using telescope. So you can see this is the chart for studying diffraction of white light, and the aim of experiment is, as I told you, to determine the wavelength of given source of light using diffraction grating, but particularly we are finding out the wavelengths of all the colors which are constituents of white light, because again I repeat कि white light splits into its constituent colors after diffraction. So you can see this is kind of schematic of the experiment which will happen and that we are performing. This is your incident light which is incident normally on the grating. This light is being collimated by collimator of spectrometer, and it is falling normally on the grating, beyond which it gets diffracted. So this diffraction pattern is consisting of the light rays which are traveling in straight line, which are not diffracted at any angle, and they will constitute the central maximum of this pattern. Then again, both sides of central maximum you have first order maximum, that is first order secondary maxima will be there, and into those first order secondary maxima, this will be the situation कि you will have different color diffracted at different angles, and you will get a spectrum starting from violet to red. So in this particular experiment, now what we have to do, we have to measure the angle of diffraction of white light like this. We have to measure angle of diffraction of blue light, then green light, then yellow light, and so on. Okay. Now this spectrum, when observed through telescope, it appears like this, because your light is entering through a slit which is having vertical position. So naturally the complete spectrum, it looks like the shape of your slit, and in this spectrum you can see it is consisting of same way central maximum having same color as that of source. Then in first order secondary maxima on both sides you have violet line, then blue, green, yellow, so on up to red color lines. So initially I will try to show you this spectrum through the telescope, then we will calculate least count of spectrometer, and we will see how to measure the angle of diffraction. So you can see this is the spectrum in first order on left hand side, because I have gone to first order on left hand side up to red color line, and this is the spectrum I am trying to show to you with camera, in which you have red, orange. Here actually it is sodium doublet, two yellow color lines are there, and those are having wavelengths 5890 and 5896 angstrom. Outer one is 5896, inner one is 5890 angstrom. But how much separation is appearing on the screen, I'm not sure about. Next to that it is green line, and if you go on shifting towards the central, you will come across the two colors, that is blue and violet. Proceed. So you can see violet and blue lines. Violet is inner one, blue is outer one, and further if we shift, zero angle of diffraction in straight line, we will come across the central maxima. So this is central maxima, and actually the diffraction pattern is completely focused using collimator focusing and telescope focusing, but because of the mobile camera focusing, it is showing slightly splitted things. That's okay. Now if we enter into right side region, here you will see now you can see on right side, these are your violet and blue color lines. Blue is having considerably royal shade than violet, and if we proceed further, now you can see green, yellow, orange, red lines are seen, and yellow line is taking greenish shade. Why we don't know, but those are two yellow lines. As I told you, those are sodium doublet, and this is the red line on extreme right in first order spectrum. Okay, so this type of spectrum I have just shown you through the telescope of spectrometer, and naturally I told you this telescope is attached to circular scale. This is your circular scale, and the two windows through which you can see the readings, those are vernier V1 and vernier V2. And rotation of telescope can be recorded on the circular scale, which is our main scale, as I told you, and this main scale is naturally, because it is circular scale, it is having total 360 degrees on it. Okay, and if I try to show you through one window, we will try to find out the smallest division on main scale. Now you can see the lower scale. If I try to rotate telescope, you can see the lower scale is rotating, and say in between any 10 degree, it's a span of 10 degree, you can see 200, 210, 220 is written, and if possible I'll show you कि this 10 degree span is further divided in 20 divisions. So naturally smallest division on main scale is 0.5 degree, whereas simultaneously you can see on the upper side fixed scale is there. And that fixed scale is your vernier scale, and it is having total 0, 20, 40, 60 lines. Okay. Count of this spectrometer, if we calculate, smallest division on main scale is 0.5 degree, and we have 60 lines on vernier scale. Naturally 1 degree is 60 minutes, so 0.5 degree it goes for 30 minutes. 30 minutes by 60, that is 1/2 minute. This is the least count of this spectrometer. And naturally okay, now when we observe this spectrum through telescope, you might have noticed कि always any eyepiece of any optical instrument, it is having horizontal and vertical cross wires, and those are there to measure the shift of that instrument. That means with reference to this vertical or horizontal cross wire, we always shift our optical instrument and we note down the readings on the scale. In our case, now what we have to do, we will start from extreme left red color line in first order spectrum. Beyond first order if we go, we will be observing the same spectrum repeated, that is violet to red. That will be the spectrum in second order, and it will be spectrum with low intensity. So we will not go there, we will stick to first order only. And now in first order spectrum, shifting our telescope, we have to coincide our vertical cross wire with red color line. That means we will shift our telescope such that this vertical cross wire is overlapping red color line, and for that position we will lock our telescope using the screw provided at its bottom, so that it remains in the same position. And then we will record the readings through the two vernier windows which are provided on the scale. One trial reading I will show to you, and then I will be performing the experiment and providing you the readings. Okay, now you can see this is spectrometer, and this is the collimator portion of spectrometer, which I already told you. This is your prism table and the circular scale attached to telescope. On this circular scale, you can see two vernier windows are provided through which you can observe the rotation of circular scale which is attached to telescope. Any one window we have to refer as V1, another as V2. So for simplicity, this left window we will refer as V1 and right window we will refer as V2, and we will be recording the observations through both the windows simultaneously for any specific color. So the vertical cross wire of this eyepiece of telescope is very fine. Maybe it is seen through the mobile camera or not, but it is overlapping the red color line, and I have overlapped it on the bright red color line. And now for this position I have locked my telescope so that we can record the readings through two vernier windows. Now you can see on the top it is written vernier 30 seconds, that is half minute, which is the least count of this apparatus which we have calculated previously in the video. And now you can see the zero line of vernier scale, that is upper scale. It is crossing say 10 divisions ahead 140. You can see it is 9 divisions behind 150. So our main scale reading is whatever is crossed by 0 of vernier on main scale, and that is 145 degree. So 145 degree and if we see critically, no, it is in the 11 division only. So 145 degree is our main scale reading. Now we have to find out the vernier scale reading. In this situation, you must know कि lines on vernier scale they appear zigzag with lines on main scale. So you have to go on scanning the lines starting from vernier scale 0. Look at the lines on vernier scale and slide your eyesight on the lines on main scale. and you will see the lines are zigzag to each other, but there will be one line which is exactly coinciding with any another line on main scale, one line on vernier scale which coincides with any another line on main scale, such that the two appear as one, and that is your judgment. In this particular situation, I think 13th line is coinciding, so 13 is our vernier scale reading. So for red color line, now we have recorded reading, that is left pattern of the diffraction pattern, that is left pattern vernier reading. Left window we are treating as V1, right as V2. So through left window we have seen the reading is 145 degree, and 13th vernier line is coinciding into 0.5, that is least count of this apparatus. So we can say 145 degree and 7.5, that is into 5, 7.5 minute. This is the first reading through one vernier V1. Now simultaneously for the same position through opposite window we will see the reading and we will record it here. For the same position through opposite window, that is window V2, we are recording the reading, and you can see 0 on vernier scale is indicating the reading, that is 325 degree, and around 19th or 20th line is exactly coinciding. So for red color line through vernier V1 we have recorded the reading 145 degree and 13 into 0.5, that should be 6.5. I said it's 7.5 but it is 6.5 minute. So reading is 145 degrees 6.5 minutes through vernier V1. Simultaneously for same position through opposite window, that is vernier V2, we have seen the reading, that is 325 degree and 20 minutes into 0.5, that is 20th line into 0.5, so that is 325 degree 10 minutes. This is the reading for red color line. So as we all know कि in physics unidirectional movement should be there. So from red color line, this one, now we will shift our telescope to orange color line, and because orange is not that finely defined in the spectrum, we have skipped in our experiment orange color. Now the next color is two yellow lines are seen, those are sodium doublet. So what we have to do, we have to shift our telescope to yellow one line, that is outer yellow line, and we have to overlap the vertical cross wire on yellow color line, lock our telescope and record the readings through the two windows. So that reading will come here, color will be yellow 1, and through vernier V1 whatever reading you are getting, and through V2 we will record and write it down here. So you have to go in that way. Then we will shift our vertical cross wire of telescope to yellow 2 color line, overlap the wire on yellow 2 color line, locking telescope, record the readings. That way we will go from red to green, blue, violet, that is on the left side of central maxima, from red color to violet color. Each time we are overlapping the cross wire on that particular color line, locking the telescope, we are recording the readings through two windows simultaneously on the circular scale. When we come up to violet color, in the same direction we have to proceed and we have to enter into right side. Now in right side, now we will see violet color first. So overlap our vertical cross wire on violet color line, and then the reading for that position you have to record in the observation table. So when we come up to violet color line, that is extreme left to violet color line, we are crossing central maxima, entering into right hand side this way, and in right hand side now we deal with violet color first. We overlap our vertical cross wire on violet color line and we record the readings through the two windows again simultaneously. Now in this situation, V1 window we will treat as V1 dash and V2 we will treat as V2 dash. So left side is V1 dash for right hand side of central maxima, and then the reading is recorded here. Then we will go to blue, then to green, then to yellow 1 and red. Each time what we are doing, overlapping our vertical cross wire onto that particular color line, locking our telescope and recording the readings through the two vernier windows simultaneously, which are provided on the circular scale. See, these are the actual readings for different colors in the first order spectrum, and we have recorded left side vernier V1 V2, right side vernier V1 dash and V2 dash. Now in this ray diagram you can see I am trying to explain how to find out the angle of diffraction. Suppose this is our blue color line on left side and this is our blue color line on right side. We have taken our telescope to this position, we have overlapped the vertical cross wire and we have recorded the readings through two windows, that is V1 and V2. So for this position we have taken readings V1, V2. In right side for the same position we have recorded V1 dash and V2 dash. So naturally difference of V1 and V1 dash, that will be angle of diffraction central maxima to blue color, that is theta for blue color, and central maxima to blue color on right side, that is theta for blue color again. So difference of V1 and V1 dash is equal to 2 theta. Similarly difference of V2 and V2 dash is also equal to 2 theta. So that way in observation table we have to find out 2 theta by taking the difference of observations, that is V1 V1 dash and V2 V2 dash. From that we have to find out theta, that is angle of diffraction of that particular light, and then using the formula which is provided and which we have also studied in diffraction, this is we have to calculate the wavelength. The formula is 2.54 into sine theta by small n into capital N. This theta is angle of diffraction for particular color. Small n is order of spectrum and we have done it in first order spectrum, so it is 1. Capital N is number of lines on the grating surface. Length of our grating is 2.54 centimeters and on that grating we have 15,000 lines. So it is 15,000 lines per inch. Putting all these values you have to calculate the wavelength of that specific color. You can use the readings recorded by other students as you are not able to come to lab, and using these proxy readings you can complete your experiment.